beautifuls. I apologize for the crazy hair. It's been quite a journey to get a haircut here, and hopefully that will happen soon. I just wanted to pop on, have a quick conversation of a perspective that I felt worthy of sharing. I've had beautiful experiences with the people here in India, as I have in every country that I have visited. I will say, though, that the countries that are categorized as developing or impoverished countries, I have had the most deep and profound connections with the citizens in these countries. And my experience is that in these countries where they are not consumed by excess and wealth, the people, and of course not stereotyping, but my experience of the majority of the people I've ran into is that they are incredibly generous. They may not have much, but they're willing to share what they do have. And they are deeply connected to their family systems and friend networks, and that there is a humility about them that allows them to deepen their connection to nature and spirituality in ways that I have not experienced in the industrialized countries and industrialized world. We have so much where I am from, and yet people are clinging desperately to hold on to what they have. And the generosity and hospitality is not anywhere near what it is in these countries. Also, too, where I'm from, people are so preoccupied with the external world that they lack that deeper connection to friends, family, and to their spirituality. And of course, those are generalities. Those are not true of everyone. And it got me thinking, because last night I was speaking to an old friend online, and they commented on something very similar. They said they loved the people of India and Peru, so down to earth and humble. And that has been my experience. But that is not saying that people who are wealthy cannot be the same. And my experience living in Canada is that much of our country, the way we think, our paradigm, our perspectives have been greatly influenced by Christianity. It's filtered in through the school system, the governments, it's everywhere. And one of the ways that that has shown up is for people who are trying to connect spiritually and are influenced by the Christian dogma, is that money is wealth, is demonized. And one of the scriptures used to reinforce or back that is that it's easier for a camel to get through an eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of the heavens. And this scripture can be contorted to say that, but that is not at all what that scripture means. The scripture is simply directing our attention to the fact that the external is so easy for us to get caught up in that it becomes difficult for us to go within and connect to our spirituality, to connect to all that is, because that is indeed where heaven is. It is within. And just like wealth, abundance, excess can make it very difficult for us to get back to the basics, so too can extreme poverty. Because rather than just being with the basics, we're struggling for the basics and looking continually to satisfy our need and not taking the time and the space to go within. And so this beautiful place of balance is required. And that is why so many of the people in these countries are being experienced in the way of being generous, humble, and connected, because for the most part, they have basics. And once they have the basics, they can concentrate and focus on what is really important beyond their basic needs. And those things that are important are community, are connection, and oneness. So I simply wanted to share that perspective for anyone who is struggling with the lack mentality, because I know I've been there for a long time, and finding that beautiful balance of knowing that money is not evil, that money, just like anything else, can inhibit our spiritual growth if we let it. And just like anything else, money can also contribute to our spiritual growth if we keep it in the proper perspective. Until we speak again, please be well.